Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm doing another fluid art creation, and I recently did what I would call a chaos Dutch pour. Let me show you. So this was the creation that I did. It was blue with a mixture of all different blues and gold, and I blew all the paints in this section all together and left a block colour of blue at the top, or the bottom, whatever way round you think it would go, even this way. So I asked everybody what colours they'd like to see. So I had a lot of inspiration from you. Thank you so much for responding. And Tina said, how about doing on a white background, some black, some red and some gold. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So Tina, I'm going to show you what I do. Instead of using the black though, I'm just going to substitute that for a Payne's grey. Very similar colour, but also totally different. So let's see if that really works out for us. I'm really excited for this. I'm so grateful for all of your colour palette suggestions. I read every single one and I've written a list, and I'm going to do so many more in the future. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your support. Let's see what we can create. So let me show you the paints and the brands that I'm using. So Tina said to use a gold, red, black and white, and she was one of many that said about using that colour combination. So I thought, let's go for the colour combination. But as you can see, I'm mixing up my brands a little bit. I'm using a Montmartre titanium white, and then I'm using the De La Rowney System 3 acrylic, and I'm using the rich gold, red deep hue and the Payne's grey. So I will list all of those in the description box. Let me show you the consistencies for the paint. So as you can see, I've got my canvas on its stand ready. These paints are mixed with just water. So 1 part paint to 1 part water. You can see that it trickles off the spatula into the mixture and disappears. And that's the same with all of these paints. So that was the white. Here's the gold. Just trickles off. And the red. There we go. Gorgeous red. And this is the colour that I substituted. So many of you said about adding the black, but I've just substituted that for the Payne's grey. Looks like a black, but let's see how it works with these other 3 colours. I'm so excited for this. Let's go. So just to recap, I am using an 18 by 24 inch canvas. It's just a standard size, so a thinner edge, and I've not prepared it at all because all the paints are going to do the work. I don't need to paint my edges. So I'm just starting with the white area. This is the area that's going to almost be like the block colour and the negative space. My blow dryer is on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. I'm just using a torch. This is a butane torch and it's meant to just pop the air bubbles. So many people ask me why I use a torch, and that's the main reason. When I mix my paints with water or pouring medium and you're mixing and mixing, you add air into that mixture and the torch just pops those air bubbles before we continue with the process. So I'm now going to take 1 colour at a time, the Payne's grey, the red and the gold, and I'm just going to place that paint randomly in this section of the canvas. This is the chaos part. So this is going to be where all the colours are blown into one. I'm just going to add a little bit more of white along the line where the white meets those colours, because I want to blow that white out across all those colours that I've layered. I'm going to blow it across using my hairdryer. So again, the blow dryer is on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. And now it's about just blowing all those colours from the edge across the other colours to the outer edge and down the sides. And I'm just going to follow that pattern all the way along. So start where I've added that extra white, where that line meets the colours and the white, and just blow it across the canvas. So I'm going to have a block colour of white on the left hand side, and then that chaotic colour mixture on the right hand side. I'm then going to take my blow dryer and blow some of the excess colour from the right to the left. And you'll see here that I'm just moving some more of that white paint off the edges. I don't want any puddles of paint on this creation. If you have puddles thicker in one area than the other, then it's probably going to affect the drying and it may cause cracking. So I just want to ensure that I've got a good consistent coverage across that surface area of the canvas. Just remember, be in no rush to complete your creation. Step back, have a look at the composition, have a good look to see if you've got consistent paint coverage across your piece, and only stop when you're happy with it. I wanted that balance of block colour of the white on one side with the chaos on the other side, that combination of Payne's grey, red and gold. And it's just about tweaking certain areas, ensuring that there's not puddles of paint that's going to affect that drying process. And I'm just using my blow dryer, cool setting, lowest blow speed. You'll see me stepping back and I have a good look at that surface area. I'm just looking for any major puddles, but I'm happy with this one. I think I'm finished, and I'm going to take you in now for a closer look at the wet version. I'll of course let this dry and then I'll show you a look at the dry version. But as always, I just finish off using my torch to pop any air bubbles that might be there. So here we are, here's the wet version. I'm going to take you in now for a closer look at some of those details. Have a look at how that white has reacted with those colours. Remember, this is just a water and paint combination. 1 part paint to 1 part water. I'm not using any silicone, any cell activator or any other pouring medium. It's just paint and water. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. That helps me reach new people across YouTube who might be interested in the work that I do and my channel. So thank you in advance for doing that. So you've seen the wet version. I'm going to let this dry. I'm placing it to one side, and then I'm going to take you in for a closer look at the dry version. I do love how that red and gold have worked really well with that Payne's grey on that white background. So I'm really interested to hear what other colour palettes you think I should use. Give me some ideas. I always write a list. I've got a notebook and I write all your suggestions and ideas in a notebook, and it gives me time to reflect and think about how I want to do a creation in the future. But with this one, I really don't know which way round I like. Do I like it this way or this way? Or maybe this way? I'm not sure. Maybe this way. Let me know what you think. I really don't know. I actually think this way might be my favourite. But I probably see that with all those versions. So a big thank you to each and every one of you for supporting me week on week. Guys, I really am appreciative for all of your support. And I really hope I get to see you again in the next video. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye.